Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, my esteemed students, to lesson number 12, the second part of this lesson. So the title is Listening, Understanding Information and Instructions. Let's do the tasks which are required from us. Number D, listen to part number 2 of the recording and check your answers to exercise number C. Which of the techniques shown in the pictures is not mentioned? Which of the techniques shown in the pictures isn't mentioned? So let's listen to the second part of the recording. The second part, here we have narrator. If small child is choking, pick him up by the feet, hold him upside down and slap his back. Slap him between the shoulders 3 or 4 times. Do it quite hard, but be careful not to hurt him. Always use the soft, flat part of your hand. This method usually clears the throat. If this doesn't work, you should sit the child facing away from you. Put your hands around him so that 2 fingers of your left hand meet 2 fingers of your right hand. The fingers should meet just above his navel. Don't use more than 2 fingers. Press gently but firmly upwards. 1 or 2 quick presses should clear the throat. If a small child is unconscious, lie him on his back. Put the tips of 2 fingers of each hand just above his navel. Press gently but firmly upwards. 1 or 2 quick presses should be enough. Make sure you clear his mouth afterwards. Use your finger for this. When the child is conscious, give him some water to drink. Never give water to someone who is unconscious. After reading this part number 2 of the recording, let's see the answers. Number 1. The baby is sitting on the man's knees, facing away from him. The man's hands are around the baby, with the fingers meeting above its navel. He is pressing gently. The second step. The man is holding the baby upside down by its feet. He is slapping his back, or the baby on the back, between the shoulders to clear the throat. What about the third step? The third step is the child is lying unconscious on his or her back. The man is checking inside the child's mouth. He is holding the child's mouth open with his finger. And finally, number 4, the child is lying face down. The man is slapping the child on his or her back. Let's move on. Practice number E. Listen to part number 2 again and complete the instructions. So for the part number 2, we have already listened to it, so there is no need to listen it again. Number 1, hold him. We have here 2 spaces, and slap his back. So we have to put hold him upside down and slap his back. Number 2, do it quite hard, but be careful not to hurt him. Be careful not to hurt him. 3. The fingers should meet just above his navel. Yeah. What about number 4? Number 4. 1 or 2 quick breaths should clear the throat. Yes. Number 5. Make sure you clear his mouth afterwards. And number 6. Never give water to someone who is unconscious. So let's see the answers in front of us. Now this is part number 2. After reading it, after understanding it, after comprehending it, we can do practice number E. And here are the answers in front of us, my students. Number 1, upside down. So put it in the space, in the correct space, yeah. Then number 2, put be careful. 3, navel, then throat, mouth, and finally unconscious. After filling in the spaces with these words, let's do the final exercise number F. Yeah. Exercise number F says, listen to the groups of words. Which word in each group has a different vowel sound from the others? Circle it. Number 1. We have food, blue, do, and good. So here, if you have noticed me while I'm pronouncing it or them, these words, good is different because we have food, blue, do, and good. Yeah. Number 2. We have cough, off, when, and on. So the different word is one. 3. Live, breathe, mean, see. What's the difference? The different word here. The different one is live. Live. Because the other words have long E, like breathe, mean, see. Number 4. Hurt, heard, hear, her. So the different word here is here, the third one. And number 5, we have pot, hard, hurt, half. Also here number 3, the third word is different. So here are the answers in front of us. The different words are good, one, live, hear, and finally hurt. And eventually, my students, after doing this exercise number F, we can end up this lesson number 12. And this is the last lesson and the last part of this unit number 7. Thank you very much for being patient, for listening to me patiently, and finally see you later in the following lesson. So goodbye.